we're moving into, now this is exactly what we worked on yesterday for our quiz. Okay, this is 2-4. Multiplying and dividing rational numbers. We'll get fractions, we get decimals, we get positive, negatives. So we should be good to go here. Okay. So eyes up on the board. Anytime. First of all, we need to know what operation are we using here for number 16? It is multiplication. Okay. Anytime we have numbers right next to parentheses, that means that we're multiplying. So this should be -2/5. And we're going to multiply that by, the second number is a mixed number. Can we multiply by a mixed number? No. I mean, we convert mixed numbers always to improper fractions. So 1 1/4 is how many fourths? 5/4, right? And so we go, many of you have seen this before. We do 4 times 1. That gives us 4/4. Then we have to add one more fourth to get our grand total 5/4. And this is a -2. Negative times a negative, we know our answer is going to be positive. When we multiply fractions, it's top times top, bottom times bottom. So we should get a grand total of 10/20, which is the same thing as 1/2. Now, I can get 1/2 before I even multiply by simplifying. And those of you that aren't the greatest with your math facts, if we simplify before we multiply, we have easier numbers. Do you see that we eventually divided by 10 on the bottom and the top? Well, look here. 5 and 5 share common factors of 5. So I'm going to take out those common factors. 2 and 4 share a common factor of 2. So I'm going to take out those common factors of 2, and I get 1 times 1, which is 1, 1 times 2, which is 2. We get a positive 1/2. Okay? For number 17, tough one to estimate, right? I mean, everybody should know that we are not going to get a whole number, right? So when I do these, I actually just go 15 times 6, and I'll figure out the decimal points later. Okay? 15 times 6 should give me 90. Now, the rule is on this one, because it's really hard to estimate, we have to count the number of numbers behind the decimal point and then adjust our answer by those. So we have 2 numbers behind here and 1 number here. We have to move our decimal point 3 spots. So we go 1, 2, 3. Now we have an open spot, so we have to fill that in with 0. Okay? Now, we have to do one more step, because we have a positive times a negative. Our answer has to be negative. So my answer is -0 and 9/100 or 90 thousandths. Everybody okay with that? Okay. And number 18. I put up my decimal point. Does 12 go into 4? Can we get one full group of 12 into 4? No. So I put in the 0 here. I put 0 here. And now I have 42 left over. Does 12 go into 42? Yes, it does. 12 goes into 42 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36. We have 6 left over. I add the 0. I bring it down. 12 goes into 60 5 times. Then it terminates. Okay? I have a negative divided by a positive. My answer has to be negative. -0 and 35/100. Okay? Next one. Negative divided by a negative. I know my answer has to be positive, the signs are the same. Most of us are multiplying by reciprocals every time, right? Okay. Now, we could make this 42 out of 56, but then we have to simplify. Or we can simplify before. See the common factors of 7 in both of these? See the common factor of 2 here. We should get an answer of 3 over 4. Okay? And again, I'll be sending this. I won't be sending these videos until after class today, but I will send each and every one of these. Everybody will get this. Okay? We better do this one. 2/3. And we're going to multiply that by a negative 2 1/4. We have to convert to an improper when we multiply. Anytime we divide or multiply, we have to convert to impropers. So this is going to be a grand total of 9/4, and that's a negative 9/4. But we also have another negative over here, so guess what? Our answer has to be positive, right? Negative times a negative is a positive. And when we do these two, if we start off here, positive times a negative is a negative, negative times a negative is a positive. So we're going to have a positive answer, okay? 2 1/2 is the same thing as 3/2. Okay, now I can go through and do my cross canceling again. Okay, and I'm going to cross cancel right here and right here. This is 3, this is 1. I'm going to cross cancel here and here and make this 1 and 2. Then I'm done, right? 1 times 3 is 9. And we have 1 times 2 times 2, 9/4. 9/4 is the same thing as 2 1/4. We okay with that? Hello? Okay. Then, how many 2/3 ounce packages of peanuts can be made with 8 ounces of peanuts? What type of question is it? What type of question is it? Yeah, it is division. We're trying to figure out how many 2/3 will go into 8. It is actually 8 divided by 2/3. Now, when we get done, are we going to be able to make more than 8 packages? Right. We should be able to because each package is only 2/3. Okay? When we divide, many of us are multiplying by the reciprocal. So we should have 8 times 3/2. We get a grand total of 24 over 2 because we made this 8 over 1. 24 over 2 is the same thing as 12. 12 packages. All right?